Good evening, everyone. It's great to be back here at Felician College, seeing all some familiar faces. I would like to actually begin by congratulating Tysel, Val, and Michael for their induction. I was actually one of the fortunate people, myself and my assistant coach, Sebastian Powell, is here tonight with us. We actually got to see that game where Tysel scored all those points. We actually had a girl on our team who played on the basketball team. Her name was Becky Edwards, and she was a two-sport athlete for us. And she said, "You have to come see me, coach." Now, Becky was not anywhere near the scorer Tysel was. Becky promised us if we came to see a game, she was going to score a point in the basketball game. Tysel scored 61 points. 61 points, JR? Becky didn't score that night. But she set a lot of good screens for Tysel as well. But to my point at hand, we're here tonight to induct a special cross-country runner, Paul Chegwidden. If you look at Paul's record as a runner, he was a three-time all-conference runner. As a senior, he was the CACC conference champion, which also carries with it the distinction of being the conference runner of the year. And he currently still owns 5 cross-country course records for Felician College. And I think that while those individual accomplishments are obviously something that are very impressive, to me, what's always more impressive is that during his time here, in the 4 years he was here, each of those years his team was the CACC men's team champion. And some of those guys are actually here tonight to support him. So to me, that's always a greater accomplishment, that you have your individual accomplishments, but what you can do for the team, and what Paul did for his team goes even beyond his individual type things. But if you probably didn't need me to tell you that. You could have come to the dinner tonight and read the program, and you wouldn't need me up here telling you his individual accomplishments or his team accomplishments. Those are all written someplace. But what you do need me to tell you is that what Paul brought to the team was more than just the individual and team accomplishments. In all sports, well, I shouldn't say in all sports, but in many sports, the best player on a team is regarded for their abilities. But in many sports, the best player doesn't also have to be a leader. So just since we're in football season, a simple example would be the best linebacker on the football team, who might be the best player, doesn't necessarily have to be the team captain. Someone else might also show leadership and show the qualities that you look for that type of a person. In cross country, there's really no other position. They all do the exact same thing. They all run the race. So inevitably, when you become the team's best runner, other team members look to you for leadership and look to you for guidance. Whether that be guidance in training, whether that be a younger athlete looking for you to how to prepare for a race, how to prepare for a season, how to train over the summer, whatever that may be, that's what happens. And if you're not that type of a person, you have to become that type of a person. So that is the challenge set before you. And I'm here to tell you tonight that Paul always answered that challenge. He answered that challenge as a leader for his classmates. He answered that challenge as a leader for the younger student athletes that were coming up through the program. And JR points to a number of championships that were won, but not all of them were obviously during the time that Paul was here. But he and the type of things that he did for the program laid the foundation for future athletes to come and do the same types of things that he did here. So those are the kind of things that I could bring to you to paint a picture of what Paul did for the program. The program is forever indebted to Paul and to Paul's accomplishments on and off the cross-country course. So Paul, I would actually like to invite Dr. Briscoe up to get you to the stage. And Paul, we would like you to come up because it is our pleasure to induct you into the Felician College Athletic Hall of Fame.
Watched a lot of Hall of Fame speeches before this, and I I don't want to do what Michael Jordan said and say that I'm going to say thank you and walk off the stage and then talk for 23 minutes. And I'm not Larry Bird, and I'm not from a small town in Indiana. And I'm not Thomas Jefferson either, so I'm just going to, if I was saying, I would just mumble into the microphone and hope that you didn't hear me. So I'm just going to do me. First and foremost, thank you for letting me share the stage with all the other fine athletes. Thank you to the committee, and most notably, thank you to Mark. It's pretty amazing because Mark came in my senior year, I think, and the difference he's made in the image of Felician athletics is really resounding. Yes. I love that he does it for all sports. I can go and check cross-country records. I can watch a basketball game, which is pretty cool. Baseball is on there. He takes care of all the sports, and you don't see that at every program. Secondly, I'd like to thank my parents. Mom, I'm really sorry for not taking middle school, high school seriously, and spending all my time obsessed with sport, shooting baskets in the driveway, even though that's not why I'm here. But I just want to let you know, I was 7 for 10 from 3 at Taylor Park last week. So it paid off. Dad, I want to thank you for being there for everything sports related. Everything I've been through, because like most of you know, athletes, they're not always victorious, and you fail a lot of times. And I certainly failed quite a few times on my way throughout my athletic career. And even after the fact, you still continue to fail. But they always gave me that encouragement to keep pressing, not doing Kevin Durant. They always give you that encouragement to keep going forward, and I really appreciate that. You can't get anywhere without a support system, and I'm grateful for my entire family who showed up tonight. Because every success has people. Sorry. I cry at everything. But every success has somebody or something behind it, and that's certainly my family. And I guess the last thing I really want to touch upon is the sport of cross country. A lot of people think it's a very lonely, selfish sport because you're out there by yourself. But I was lucky to have really great teammates, 2 of which I went to high school with. And one of them is here tonight, Alex Wright. And going out there and running 70, 80 miles a week, you need somebody to push you. You need somebody just to talk to, life advice. You need somebody to joke around with. And Alex definitely provided that for me. And another guy that's here, Chris Wilson, who I'm really appreciative of, was always there. And my experience wouldn't have been the same without Chris. Chris really livened the mood. And Chris, I'll always love you, man. I had another teammate who's not here, the other one who I went to high school with, Mike Burkhoffer. We were probably fiercest rivals. And it's kind of weird because Alex, Mike, and I weren't alike at all going into running, but running really brought us together. And when I tell you we had good and bad, I mean we had some bad. I remember in high school, Alex and Mike getting in a fist fight, deciding on, I don't know, a route, where we were going to go on the run, or whatever training philosophy we were going to.
It was all beats for it.
Yeah. And they come back, and of course, our coach at the time, Coach Bertini, said, you guys are like an old married couple, and kind of dismissed it. But I want to say without Mike and Alex, I probably wouldn't have even come to Felician College. They're pretty much the sole reasons why I did come. They were the first 2 to commit out of the 3 of us that came, and then I followed suit after that. But I'm really glad that I did come. So my coaches, I want to thank you guys for the motivation that you gave me throughout. My year 2007 was way different than any other year that I had. By far, I think I ran minutes faster that year, and without the motivation from those guys, I probably wouldn't have been in that place. And I guess I'm really just thankful for the education as well. Coming into college, it was in for a rude awakening just because of how little time I spent actually studying. I didn't study, I didn't do homework, and somehow I'm a teacher now. But I think that's what made me a teacher, was realizing how bored I was all those years and how nothing interests me. So I really try to make things exciting and lively for my students. And I can still remember in Dr. Abund's class. I don't even know if he remembers me. But I couldn't even figure out the allegory of the cave, and now I feel just really bad about it. Because it was such a simple concept. But thank you for the 4 years of great education, and I'm really proud to have gone to Felician College. Thank you.